afternoon, YouTube. You got Herd No Burden back for another day. We just finished doing a reset in Grand Prairie. We kind of slept in just a little bit, but it is what it is. I mean, it don't matter. There's no schedules. There's no time sets to get loaded. It's just get there, get a load, drop it off. So I'll still be able to do it. No problem. But yeah, we're actually, I shouldn't say the final countdown. We still got 10 days out here. But after those 10 days, that's it for me. No more fluid hauling for this guy. We actually have already another job lined up and everything. So that starts on the 26th. I got to go in for orientation and stuff. So there might be a little bit of a lull in some videos. I mean, there already is. I haven't really been as consistent as I wanted to be. For 29 kilometers to Taylor and 47 clicks to Fort St. John. So we're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's just time for me to change things up a little bit. You know, I got a little one at home, and you know, my girlfriend is at home as well, and they'd like to come with me on some trips and stuff. So you know, I can't do that doing this stuff. The facilities frown upon it. So I was like, no problem, no worries. We'll just change occupation. Oh, change jobs, still same occupation, still a truck driver. And yeah, with the place I'm going to, they got no issues with me bringing passengers with, so that's gonna be a good break, like a good break in the, you know, the weeks being out. You know, I can go out for a week, get back to Edmonton, I can pick them up, go out for one more week, drop them off, and then go out for one more week, and then take a week off. That's kind of how I like to run my schedule. You know, I don't know, I like to work, but I also like to have home time. And in my case or opinion, if you gotta work a full month just to make ends meet or to live, then you should find a different job. So, you know, even 3 weeks for me, like, I mean, I do 3 weeks because I like to make at least a decent amount when I'm out. And just in case, you know, you get one bad week or whatever, then you got the other two to fall back on to make up for that lost month. So it all kind of varies, right? It's trucking. We all know that. You can plan, but at the end of the day, things can change on a flip of a switch, right? So, but hey, we signed up for that. That's trucking. We knew about that going into it, so we just put up with it. Does it suck? Absolutely. Do you get through it? Of course you do. So, no, by all means, you ain't gonna be no millionaire doing it, but you can make a good living, a very good living, actually. I mean, heck, I'm 25, and you know, my girlfriend's able to stay at home with the kid. You know, I bought her a new vehicle. I got myself, not a new vehicle, but it's a 2017. You know, I was able to get myself a little not little, but get myself a side-by-side for a toy. So, by all means, we're not doing terrible, but we're also not millionaires. So, it is what it is. So, but yeah, I've been wanting to get more side-by-side content. It's just been so cold the last little bit. I've been gone. Like, I haven't really been home to really ride or do anything, so I would like to get some side-by-side content out of there. I mean, if anybody knows some decent trails around the Edmonton area, let me know. Or, yeah, let me know. Because, like, I'd really like to go out and do some riding or whatnot, but it's kind of hard to find decent places to go. But most of my time is spent in this truck right here. So. We'll see how it goes. I mean, the nice part also with this new outfit is there's really no set schedule for time off, you know. It's going to be kind of like you just go when you want. Obviously, you gotta still work, but you can take time off when you need to. So that's gonna be a bonus, you know, where I can go out for a week and like, oh, we got something lined up, no problem. I'll take my week off during that week, and then I'll go out for the next 2. You know, it's not like, oh, you have to miss it out because it's not in your schedule. So having that flexibility will be nice. But yeah, I'm pretty pumped for the new adventure. I think it's going to be really, really good. You know, like with anything, there's going to be its downsides, but as long as the upsides are outweigh the downsides, then I think it's going to be a good fit. I really do. And I'll switch it over to a time lapse and pick this up in a little bit. Well, we made it to the brake check, and my goodness, is she ever dirty. Boy, does she ever need a bath. Gets worse the further we get down. Like, oh. Man. Like, I'm gonna be spending like a whole day in the wash bay getting this thing all cleaned up. What do you do? That's just part of spring, I guess. So, oh, and the lease roads probably aren't going to be any better. So, really, is what it is, right? Can't do much about it. So, oh, we made the brake check. I guess we'll start rolling and get some cool videos here. Hopefully, now that it's daylight, we'll be able to see a little more. But yeah. Wintertime's alright. Sucks if it's snowing and it's blizzarding. It is not a great time down this highway. I mean, the last hitch I was out on, gosh, I think we had 4 or 5 sets of Super Beasts spin out trying to climb. Not that hill that we just came down, but there's another one coming up, and it's pretty rough. Like, it's a 30 kilometer an hour that they made it now, because it's so washboarded and hammered out that when you're climbing up loaded and when it was really slippery, that you would hit that, you would just hop, and then you'd spin out, and then you'd be blocking the entire highway. Because most guys would try to carve over to the left side onto the oncoming because it was a little bit better, and then quickly try to carve it back over. But they would do that, and then they would lose momentum, they would hop, and then they spin out sideways, blocking the whole highway. So, yeah, it was quite interesting. It was a quite interesting week, that's for sure. It was not a fun day. Not a fun time. What do you do? Rest area here would just be on to my left. Is what they call it, a rest area, but good luck getting in there. Good luck. Bumpy. Realize about this entire video I'm making is that my phone's vertical. So it's not going to be like big screen for people to watch it. It's going to look, narrow. Huh. Whoops. Wow. Live and learn, I guess. Live and learn. I'll still post it. Not gonna let, 2 hours go down the drain. So, I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can mess with it, but I don't think I will. I think we're gonna be pretty well just stuck with this, but I'll try. But yeah. We're just coming up to the turnoff here for the Lease Road, coming on to Swanson Road is what it's called. And it runs on a channel RR29. So, it's controlled, but it's not too bad. But, yeah.
One optic.
Oh, yeah. There it begins. There it begins. just got loaded. Probably got 32, 33 cubes on right now. And yeah, we're going to be taking this one down to Rycroft again. So hopefully everything goes smooth. I don't like to jinx myself, so I just say everything's going to go right to hell. So, yeah. They bumped the flow rate up a bit, so instead of doing 1.2 cubes a minute, they bumped it to 1.7 cubes a minute. So that worked a lot better. Way less waiting time. Way better. Way better. Much better. So we're just gonna mosey on down. But yeah. I'll probably pick up the phone probably when we get to the pavement, probably, just because like it's not much that happens down here. So yeah, see you later. Well, shoot, hey, I forgot to pick up the camera, but we're back on the highway. We are on the highway here. My bad. I'll pick up the camera here. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe in Dawson. I guess a little bit of an update. Alright. Oh yeah, we just left Fort St. John. I know I said I'd probably pick it up in Dawson, but I figured, why not show you this? It's not much. It's not terrible. It's not like I got chains on. I'm actually barefooting up. So we got good weight on the drives, so I'm not too overly worried, but and it just started, so as long as we make this, then the rest is smooth sailing. Wiping out or twisting off. So just gonna hold it.
When it gets thin, when the fight's outside and with